Hello.
Hello. I'm going to cut the bullshit. This is a last-ditched attempt at fix whatever the fuck kind of disease we have breeding within the manor with the issue that outlies with what me and Matt have been talking about. I've spent the last 40 minutes talking to Matt about various things that some of the stuff that you brought up to me, James, and just other shit. And I just want a cards on the table from everyone and a conversation that I just feel like doesn't fucking happen. Like when I say last ditch attempt, I have seen this issue so many fucking times that if there isn't a resolution from this roof, then it's gonna have to be something else.
Can I just hear from you, James? Because I feel like for the most part, this is me just being honest. I view and see you in a very negative light, and I kind of want to hear from your perspective of what you complained about, what issues you had with me, and what was your intentions from you, so I don't spin that in my own narrative.
Yeah, I guess. Let me find my bullet points. Hold on. Well, okay, yeah. So what I said.
So can I stop you there? Any bullshit, cut it the fuck out. Like,
oh yeah, I genuinely was finding my bullet points.
I don't care if you've genuinely got bullet points or not. Any bullshit. Nah.
Well, you know, I just have bad memory. That's why I wrote it down. I've got it here now.
Okay, well, you have even more bad memory if you get thrown off the roof, so quit playing around and just have a fucking standard conversation.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Right, yeah, so what I said was, you keep taking money outside from outside the gang and like plugging up the shit, even though we were like backlogged, even though you were pretty much told not to. And then there was a thing of you calling Saint useless, and then there was you trying to change the percentages. What's it called? Yeah, you trying to change the percentages to get more money, even though he's told you not to. It's pretty much just like not respecting Steve. You know
So
what I mean?
I'm going to interject there. I had a conversation with Steve, and and Steve said he didn't feel exactly the way you had made it out to me. Situation.
I'm cooked.
I received a lot of information from you that wasn't 100% how things happened.
Well, I was going off my memory, you know what I mean? So that's very possible. But I mean, what did I say that was wrong?
Obviously the Eli thing, but I later found out that was just Dre.
I literally called you and
yeah.
said that.
The other thing was obviously the Steve thing. I was under the impression that Matt got told to stop buying money and that he continued to do it, but he got told to stop buying washed cash and that he can continue buying the other stuff, and he stopped buying washed cash and was buying rolls.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even.
And then also the Saint useless thing.
Money.
I don't think the phrasing was quite useless, but it doesn't really matter. It was still disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was it either was the exact phrase, no, it was very much implied, which yeah. Is the same thing.
I said she didn't do anything. That was the wording. But yeah, I mean, that's
which
the thing,
I've already said to Matt though, and me and James had this conversation. It's not necessarily untrue, but presenting that in a room full of people that doesn't contain Saint and not just saying to Saint, I feel like you could do more. How can I help you to do more? That's what doesn't run and is unnecessary. But you know that.
But like my whole issue with this though, James, like you want at that conversation, it's very much like Chinese whispers what you've heard. I don't know who you've heard it from and if they were trying to stir or not, but like hearing that, having a conversation with you first thing that morning, me trying to explain my perspective, and the whole conversation we had was you interrupting me and telling me while I was wrong and just not even hearing me out, bro. It was like at that point I gave up. The morning after the conversation we had with Steve, where I wanted to change the percentages, but it feels like from my point of view, you've heard this, you've span it in a way to make me look bad, and then gone to people in charge to like, I don't know what your intentions are. I'm trying not to paint you in a bad way, bro, but it comes across to me like you were just trying to make me look bad as possible when I'm trying to make a change, bro. But how can I make a change when people are spinning what I'm doing and saying and trying to make me look bad?
I don't think I was spinning anything, to be honest, bro. I was just saying what I've heard to the people in charge of the gang. If that paints you in a bad light, it is what it is.
You've changed everything that's happened. You're saying you shouldn't have done the bad stuff, but everything you said there and every single one of your bullet points were incorrect.
That's not true.
So the buying money, I got told not to buy washed. I didn't.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't things were changed, but it's this game of Chinese whispers. This is where the problem lies, right? There is literally problems on both sides of you two, because Matt just gets fueled by the winding up, and I know you can say you don't, James, right? And this is it's not just a fucking you thing. I'm just saying this to you because I've already spoke to Matt for like a fucking hour and a half. You know, like you do know what you're doing with it. Like the world where you two work together and actually are okay and companions is like so much more beneficial for everybody, and there's literally no reason on both sides why that can't happen. You just both have this unconditional like annoyance for each other.
It feels like he doesn't, like, bro, it genuinely feels like you don't have my best intentions in mind at all. Like, if you felt like I did all those things, why didn't you just speak to me? I called you that morning. I called you that morning, bro. Yeah. And you came to me and was like, yeah, nah, you can't do this, can't do that. And I was trying to explain to you my reasoning, but you kept interrupting. And something I live off, bro, is if someone's interrupting you in a conversation, they're not trying to hear you out.
You can say this, but I'll be real. I don't have a great memory, right? So I can't remember shit word for fucking word. But I don't think that's the case. I think what you're saying there is just cap. I'll be real. I don't think I was interrupting you and not hearing you out and shit, bro. I feel like if I don't even remember this whole fucking talk we had, I'll be real. But fucking, I don't think I would have just shit on you in a talk completely, if that's what you're trying to say.
No,
and most of the time I do try and talk to you, you just get extremely defensive and fucking.
Which is true. You
just shout at me.
You can't communicate with James. That is 100% true. Like I'm saying, there's actually both sides in this, and I don't want this to be a one person getting jumped on thing, because it goes back and forward. It's like ping pong. Some sides more serious than others, but like it's just I don't care what's happened in the past. It's just I want this issue here to just be resolved, because like I said, if there's no resolution, it just doesn't work. Like, it's been a long time now, and it just constantly fuels up issues. I want you to just hash it out. Like, the thing is, right, James has been on a streak of doing a lot of good shit, and I've been hella impressed with James, and I know that irks you, Matt, but I want that to be both of you. I want you to do that together. James has been like a great example. Do I still think he could reduce the stirring? Absolutely. But he's been a very, 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 very good example of pushing forward and trying to show that he can be serious, and he still has an opinion. That you say that you don't get to have an opinion and shit like that. He still has an opinion. He comes to me with things that I might say, oh, that's not going to work, or this will work. You can do the same thing.
But can you see where, like, I'm in an environment,
you work together.
Can you see where I'm in an environment, bro, that like it doesn't allow me to do that? Like, bro, I voiced my opinion with Steve and whoever was there. Obviously, I don't think it was Steve. I genuinely don't think it was Steve. Someone in that circle has gone around the gang, spread what I said. It's been twisted and then been sent back to you, bro. And it's like, it puts me in a spot where like I can't voice my opinion without it being trying to like be stirred. Like, bro, I can't make a change. James? No, he wasn't there. Neither was James.
I don't think so.
Neither was Saint, sorry.
So how did you hear about it?
I can't remember. I heard about it from somewhere. I don't know who.
If I remember right, the people that were there was me, Dre, DJ, Matt, John, and Kenny.
Maybe John.
I think they were the people there.
It's one of those though, like I don't know if it was intentionally spun, but it just paints me in a bad way, and it doesn't create an environment for me to change, bro. And if it's always just gonna be no matter how I act, and if I do change, if it's just gonna be spun in a way where it makes me look bad, like, bro, what is the point of changing at that point?
That's why you both need to just be here and have a fucking hash it out and get to an agreement where you can make change, like James already has, and James cannot. You know, you just need to be on side, bro. It's that simple.
Can I just? What have I done recently that you think's stirring? I feel like I haven't really. Yeah.
It's not as much what you've done recently. It's just you both struggle to see it, but the demeanor you have with each other, even like I know you're saying I actually have bullet points, all that, right? But even by saying that, I know you're not stupid. You know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. You know that saying, let me just get my bullet points up, is something that's gonna irk Matt. You know that?
No. I mean, you can say that, but it's not true. I'll be real.
You don't know that?
No. I
wasn't thinking that when it came up. Right? You both need to do.
I genuinely hadn't got them up yet, and as I've said, I can't really remember shit like that. So I pulled it up, and I didn't have it up
you
by
are
then.
both so similar. Like, you actually are mad similar, because the conversation I have with Matt is the same. I say you speak to people in this way, and Matt's like, no, I don't. It's like you both just need to realize the way you're speaking to each other, low key. Because like, you as boys, this is the thing I don't get, bruv. You as boys, like close boys, like arguably, like Matt and your friendship is what brought you closer to the man them. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand what's happened.
Bro, I said this earlier, bro. It's the
That's
same with
made
Steve,
this
bro.
change so much.
It's
bro.
the same with Steve. We are so similar. We like to do it our way, and that's why we clash, bro. And like that, I know that's a thing, and I need to be better at listening to other people and how they do it. But like, I really struggle with understanding what your intentions were going to Sparky and painting me in this way. And like, don't get me wrong.
It wasn't just like that. It wasn't just like that. I know you see that as an ulterior motive, but he was just bringing forth information like that he had. It wasn't all just like a Matt dump. It was Saints concerns. It was just people's things they wanted to voice. It wasn't like that.
Like, bro, you can say that it's not a Matt dump. Bro's got bullet points. Bro has gone out of his way and said, I'm going to make a list of everything Matt goes wrong. Yeah, bring Saint along as well to back my point, and then go to the people in charge. Like, bro, I'm trying not to paint you in a bad way, bro, but like, what can anyone's intentions be?
I spoke to Saint before the meeting and I wrote them down. Right.
But what makes it so hard for you two to just communicate with each other when one of you does so? Like, if Matt does, if you do something if Matt does something you don't like, James, would you be inclined to speak to him or not really?
No, because I've tried that in the past and it just gets turned into, James is trying to have beef with Matt again.
And that's when you, Matt, need to be better at conversating with James and actually
trying.
listen to what he's got to say.
I'm gonna just say it, bro. Every time I've tried to speak to Matt about shit in the past, it gets turned into, oh, James is trying to have beef with Matt again. You're so childish. Why are you doing this? So then I just stopped doing it.
You can't even say that though, because when I stabbed you, bro, yeah, and we went to the Mandan block to have a conversation, yeah, you know full well, bro, the way you acted in that conversation wasn't to resolve it or to squash it. You wanted to get
I don't know how you can say that.
You wanted to get the one-up on me in that conversation the whole time.
But why are you looking at a conversation like a one-up?
Oh my god!
It's not it's like everything's a competition with you two, bro.
I vexed him.
I firmed you not apologizing for stabbing me.
I did
so
apologize.
that it got deaded.
I did apologize.
You said to me, I don't mean it, but I'm sorry. That's the words you said, bro.
You've just spanned what actually happened. The gas.
It's not. That's quite literally exactly. Bro, I don't even care.
Cap.
I literally dropped it. I dropped it 4 months ago. Let's just move on, please. Please.
He's not wrong. Fuck. He's not wrong. I remember him not getting. You was not apologetic about that situation. That was a whole spiel. You stabbed him and you didn't regret it. I just want to hear from you two. Like, where do you go from here? Because it's such a shame because it's not even. It pulls both of you in, but it's not even both of you. It goes through waves. Like I've been saying, I don't want you to feel like I'm pulling you here to say you've done shit wrong, James, because realistically, you've been on a path of killing it. But it doesn't change the fact that your two's relationship is just bare toxic. Like, it affects the group.
Yeah, I mean, tell me what you want me to do differently, and I'll do it. But you know,
it's not what I want you to do at all, bro. It's not like I have an expectation. It's like beyond even a gang thing. It's like you two as people. Like, I just wanted to bring you both here to put all the cards on the table and just really work out why you don't work well with each other anymore.
I mean, ever since I got MDMA, it feels like the geezers had a problem with me. But you know,
no, but the thing is, like, can you not see I don't have a problem with you? You wind me up intentionally.
No,
like,
I don't.
Explain to me,
That's
James.
you having a problem. You take everything I do as a personal attack on you.
But
it's just not the
how
case.
else am I meant to take you making a list of everything I've done? You think I've done
you
wrong?
being an idiot, and I'm saying the stuff that you've done wrong.
But why wouldn't you just have a conversation and find out if it's factual, bro?
Because I tried that 15 times, probably 50 plus times in the past,
it's just
and
not
it gets
true.
spun on me.
It's just not true. Name one time you tried to have a conversation with me.
The 50 times in the past.
He doesn't need to name a time.
He can't, no,
there
because
has
it hasn't
been
happened.
so many conversations gone wrong. 100% it has.
You do this in every time. You go name the exact time, place, date with a fucking video recording of the evidence,
and then just lie.
It's not true.
No. But you are to be like, give me an example, bro. You know, there's endless examples of times you two have had conversations and it's gone south. They're not even conversations. Is there even a resolution for this issue?
I feel like I've dropped it purposely. Like, every time this guy pisses me off, I don't do anything and I just firm it. Like, I can't really do much more than that. You know what I mean?
The thing is, you don't know. Like, the issue is, bro, I genuinely don't understand what your intentions were going to Sparky with that list. What were your intentions?
Telling him that you've been doing dumb shit and to try and make you stop doing dumb shit. For you to stop doing dumb shit. Bro, I'll be real. Like, multiple people in the gang call you selfish. John calls you selfish, and he's been in the gang for less than like about a month. You know what I mean? Like, there's clearly
It's
a
the
problem
narrative that people are gonna paint no matter what, though.
No, it's not. It's a narrative that people are gonna paint when you're selfish.
Yeah, I'm so selfish.
I get a random narrative. Do I get a random narratives? You say you don't like people talking over you. Please don't talk over me instead, okay? Do I randomly get called selfish out of nowhere, bro? No. Does Steve randomly get called selfish? Does anyone else in the gang randomly get called selfish? No.
It was a narrative that was painted when I didn't want to lend my whole bank account out to the gang, and then it's just stuck.
It's not because of that just isolated incident, for real.
It's a build-up of things over the time. And James is right in saying you have to be selfish to get viewed as selfish, but they're like, yeah, you also do have a reputation of that. But that's what I've been saying to you when you was by yourself. You need to work that reputation away by having a previous a reputation of being selfish and then doing something that someone views as selfish. Obviously, it's going to continue to be that.
And you think I haven't been trying to do that?
Honestly, no, I don't.
So you think I just paid for the whole laundromat house for no reason?
No, I think you've been working in that sense, like financially and effort-wise, but I think you see that as the issue. But the issue isn't what you're doing physically; it's more the mentality. I think both of you could agree with that, right, Steve and James?
But you're saying I'm mentally selfish, but I paid for the whole
it's not even
house.
about the physical things that he's doing as such. It's the mentality behind what he does.
Yeah,
I don't understand that though. You're gonna have to explain it to me.
But it's you can do the whole house, right? You can buy all of the washing machines in the house and think that is a big selfless display, which is helpful for the gang.
Bro,
100%.
I work for the gang's laundromat for free.
I know.
Every day.
But then if 4 people are around you and you're moaning about, we need to up the rate so I can get paid off so people can get money.
But that's the thing.
They're going to then view that as selfish.
That's not what I was trying to push, bro. I wanted to up the rate so we could get to the point where we can pay out the people doing it quicker. I wanted to get to the point where we have the capital, the group.
I'm 99% sure you've previously said to me that you wanted to get afloat so that you could make money off it.
So the whole group and everyone involved makes money, bro. Why wouldn't we want that? Why would we not want our people to be paid for the work they're doing?
We 100% would, but the people who are also going to profit from that aren't going about talking about it and complaining that it's not happened yet. So people are viewing that as selfish because you want the payout.
No, but the thing is that other people not doing that weren't doing anything at the time, bro. And that's why I was so frustrated going into that conversation, because I was doing everything. James only started picking up the slack, bro, when I stopped.
That's definitely not true. That is so untrue. It's crazy.
I'm not saying you didn't do a lot in that laundromat, but James was also doing a good bit. He didn't just pick it up because you backed off.
You and James are the driving forces of it. No one's arguing with that. Like, that is... But you can't discredit each other. You've both been doing that shit together. You put the money in at the start, 100%. You're both grafting it.
Ever since I got access to that laundromat, apart from the 3 or 4 days where I was completely out of the city, or days that we've been at pretty much full-fledged war, I've spent at least, I'd say, 5, 6, 7 hours in there just sorting shit out, bro.
Moment.
So you definitely can't say I've done nothing.
It's just this
one moment.
This tension between you two that is just unexplainable at this point. Like, there's not even really a reason for it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it affects both of you, because even if James is out here killing it, you're being dragged down by your Matt relationship, and then Matt feels like he's being dragged down by your relationship. Not in a gang sense, but I'm saying personally.
James has 47.
I had before this meeting, I had no negative thoughts about Matt. I didn't even think about Matt. You know, if I don't see Matt, I don't think about Matt. You know what I mean?
See, bro, but like, I'm gonna have to disagree, bro, because bro, you've gone out your way to make a list of things that you think I do wrong, yeah, and then paint me in a way to the people in charge, bro. Like, how else am I meant to view that?
You're so focused on this list, bro. As I said to you, I very quickly made the list before the meeting with
But you're
Saint.
obviously thinking about me when I'm not there, bro.
Yeah, because I was talking to Saint about it.
So you're having conversations about me without me even there, bro, and then you're saying you don't think about me, bro, if I'm not there. I didn't call Saint useless. I said she's not doing anything. Which do you think is
that is fucking a crazy difference, bro? No, I think Saint just needs guidance.
You're just lapping in circles. Is you already agreed with me that is unfair to say if it's not to her.
But you have to understand the context it was said in, and the intentions behind that comment weren't what James is painting out to be in slightest.
Yeah, but you don't. The thing is though, it doesn't matter what your intentions were. If you say something and someone gets upset, you don't dictate whether they're upset or not.
But you've said the thing is, it's taken out of context completely.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't matter what the context is because Saint was still upset by what you said, right? Like, there's no if, but, or maybe with that. Saint was upset. That is factual. Therefore, what you said directly upset Saint. Doesn't matter how you phrased it, it upset her.
How are we gonna resolve this then?
This is why you two are here. The same thing, you can go and talk to Saint. Like, you haven't got like previous problems and shit that I don't see as unfixable with Saint. But this right here is more of a problem.
Would it be easier for everyone if I just step away from the laundromat and find a different lane?
I don't think that needs to happen. I mean, that's up to you. You tried to do that before for a day. I mean, did that help you? Did you feel like it was better for you when that happened?
What do you mean I tried to do that before for a day?
When people were calling you to buy money, you were like, I don't want to deal with it, call James.
See, again, it's a span narrative to what actually happened.
That's exactly what I got told on the phone by, I think it was Addy.
No, that day, I told people, can you go through James because I'm going to go bed. And I went bed early that day because I didn't want anything to do with it because you guys pissed me off that much.
Okay, but
I mean, if I'm somehow pissing you off...
didn't want nothing to do with it for the day.
Exactly.
Because I went bed, bro.
Yeah, but...
Over that.
They're like minor things in this...
If I'm not in the city, I can't do the laundromat. I'm going to tell them to go through someone else.
You were pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay, so you took a step away from the laundromat for a day. He's asking you, did that make you feel better? Yes or no?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, well, I guess if you want to just take steps back, there'll be a space there for you.
I
you know
still
what I mean?
just don't see that. That's just not. It's just we're gonna circle back to where we still are. It's not. You shouldn't avoid working with each other to solve the issue. That's not how it needs to go.
Do you think I've only ever complained about you to stay in SK?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't know. I'd love to hear it though.
I can tell you that now. And both these two, I'm not going to say who, but these two can definitely say that it's not only you, bro.
Yeah, Kylie gets it as well.
I don't have a massive problem against you, bro. It's just if I see shit that I think's wrong, I'll say it to them.
It just frustrates me, bro. You won't just have a conversation with me.
Well, I've told you why that's
So then what changes to make you two talk and have conversations then? Like you're doing now?
He just doesn't get overly defensive and it doesn't get spun on me and I'm happy. I don't mind.
The thing is though, you got to understand, bro, like I'm going to be defensive. Like today, you went to SK with a bunch of things, said I'd done this, that and that.
This was a while ago, it wasn't today.
Or whenever it happened, yeah. Sparky's gone to Steed, disproven like 90% of it. And it's like, bro, if that was a situation, yeah, where it was just me and you, and you're accusing me of A, B, C, and D, I'm going to be defensive if I haven't done it, bro.
But it comes down to communication because you say that, but realistically, if you and James, and you was more hearing of James's points, James could come to you and say, why did you do this, this, and this? And then you could turn around and go, oh, actually, James, mate, that's not what happened. It was like this. And then it doesn't even get to me.
But that's the thing, bro.
No, there's no but.
No, because there was a conversation, and this is my whole point, but James just said he can't remember it. That conversation happened morning of. I said we had the whole conversation with Steve in the night. The next morning, James calls me. I tell him what I've told Steve and how I want it, and you literally just interrupted me the whole time and told me, nah. You didn't listen. Like, well, that conversation happened, but you didn't listen to me. And I would have told you every point you had that you had an issue with. You could have spoke to me there, but you didn't want to speak to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, as I say, I kind of disagree that ever happened personally, but I mean, what can you do there,
bro? I think it got to the point where I hung up on you, to be honest, bro.
It wasn't even a face-to-face conversation. It was over the phone.
It was over the phone.
Was this the conversation where I tried to propose the idea of paying people for the runs?
No, it was before that. It was before that in the day.
Don't know then, mate. I'm just gonna I just don't remember that happening, mate, unfortunately.
One thing James will do that you won't do, Matt, is go, okay, I will change this. It's always if but with you.
But what am I trying to change? There needs to be
a compromise. You need to change being able to talk like this whole situation would have been different if you two could have had a conversation.
Do you realize that's not me, though?
You can't. No, but you say that about everything, bro. Like, big man thing, it's time to realize some of these problems are you.
100% I create the problems, but it's not my problem he won't come have a conversation with me.
He won't come and have a conversation with you because of how your previous conversations have gone.
But how am I meant to just click that out of nowhere?
I'm pretty sure that means that it is because of you.
So how am I meant to prove it otherwise if he's not willing to speak to me?
That's what you need to work out. You need to work out how you guys can communicate and get back to a point where you can chat.
Yeah, I mean, from now on, I'll come to you until, God forbid, it repeats itself. And then, it just won't happen again.
Well, tell me what you don't want, bro, and you'll get it.
Oh, it's pretty pretty clear, you know what I mean? Just don't overflow the thing. Don't treat the pushers as if they're like indispensable. Don't fucking, what's it called? You just don't overwork the fucking gang to the point like they're fucking workhorses. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, you say don't overwork the gang like they're workhorses. But then when I say I want to be paid for my work, I get called selfish. It just
How
condescends
does that
everything.
correlate at all?
It's exactly the same. You're saying don't
No, it
treat the
isn't.
gang like they're workhorses, but then you're treating me like a workhorse and calling me selfish
so?
when any other
How
way.
so?
Like I've just
Explain
said,
how that has
when
any
I say I
correlation.
want to be paid for my work, bro, I get called selfish. But then you say don't treat the gang like workhorses.
Multiple other people run the laundromat, but how much work? There isn't really that much work that goes into collecting the money off people, bro. I'll be so real. That's like a fucking 10-minute job every time someone calls you. The main work of it is on the money runs themselves,
Agreed.
and now people are getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Including
So
you.
Yeah.
So there's a resolution that's been hit to that anyway.
Bones
It's just a
did,
conversation
like,
thing that
50
you don't
runs
need to
before
ban.
complaining, and bro, Bones has probably done more runs than anyone. I think Bones has been on every single fucking money run, bro, or if not 90% of them, and he's never once asked or complained about anything.
There's
At what point do you jump
truth
off
to
that?
both sides, but I think the resolution we came to with people, now people are getting paid, so they're getting rewarded for their work. They're not going to feel overworked. They're not going to burn out. Like that thing was dealt with. That solution that got provided was a good solution. Like there's no question with that no more. That's fine. I don't think you need to step away from the money run shit at all. I think you both just need to align on your vision. I don't see why you can't just push to the same common goal. Go, you know what? This is not helping no one. Let's just fucking drop every bit of baggage that we've had thus far, reset, get on terms where we can conversate if we disagree with things with each other without it being some crazy argument, and make
Steve's saying
each
too
other
much
better.
right now, bro.
Because you're
Steve's
so
saying way
similar.
too
When you
much.
both work together, it's sick. Back in the day when you two was at Alliance, you man was fucking active.
Bro, is that Tugs running around the courtyard?
There was someone running over that mountain over there the whole time.
Yeah,
I was watching.
yeah.
Probably getting ingredient. Well, yeah, I mean, I do feel, as you know, you can say, I do feel like I've been doing that though. You know what I mean? I don't.
Well,
think that's
I don't
really
think
gonna
there's
change
been a
anything.
time where there's been an agreement where you've both come up, like had a platform like this and just gone, look, let's allow this.
Well, yeah, bro, I'm so on board with that. It will be a better place for everyone. It's just that something I want to feel like you have my intentions in a good place, bro.
You just gotta have each other's backs. Like I actually want both of your words that you're gonna actually be involved with each other and have each other's backs like you would for anyone else in the gang. We all rep the same flag, bro. We all ride out for each other if someone gets fucking shot.
Well, yeah, I will treat you as I will treat anyone else in the gang. Again, I feel like I've kind of been doing that.
Yeah, and if you have, that's good. I just want this conversation with both of you here. That's all. It's not like you done this, you done that.
And if you think I've done something or I have malicious intent towards someone, speak to me, bro. I promise you I don't.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll give you another chance, yeah.
Like, bro, I don't think it needs to be said. When I said Saint hasn't been doing a lot, yeah, my intent weren't bad. 100% I shouldn't have said it. It came across wrong, but there was no bad intent with me saying that.
You made that a you two problem though. Like you two are running it the most out of everyone. If you're both in agreement that Saint could be doing more, you two tackle that issue. Go chat to her on a nice one. It doesn't have to be like some aggressive shit. Just be like, look, how can we help you do it more?
Yeah, I mean, like, what I said to you, SK, is like with the sort of guiding her, I guess, that every time I've asked her to do something, she's done it, you know what I mean?
But in future,
The reality is,
bring me
people
in
like-
on that then, because I can help with that too, you know?
We'll go on, Steve. What you can say?
I said the reality is people like Saint and Gigi, if they feel like they're being put out, they likely will just take it on the chin and not say much. So there needs to be a middle ground between both of you where they
Where's my
speak
fade
up a bit more
disappeared?
and you two
No, it's still there.
open up a bit more and let them in on shit and reach out to them a bit more. For example, today we seen Gigi doing Gigi at Senior Buns and we were like, shit, they're gonna do money runs, let's ask her, you know? Earlier on, James, I know you want to get Killian involved in shit, but your first go-to was to call Killian into the 6 instead of Saint, even though she was around and supposed to be helping running the shit, you know?
Yeah,
Small
I mean,
things
that was
like
just
that.
because he was next to me. I mean, I didn't know Saint was awake.
You two, Saint and Gigi, should always be the first point of contact for the runs. If any of those four aren't on it, then you just go to your next options. Like, you just need to remember that every time you set it up.
Yeah, we just need to be on the same page, like pushing for the same goal, because we haven't been, let's be real. Can you agree with that?
I mean, I guess so. I'll leave it at that.
The thing is, like, even just these answers, bro, is you're not giving I want to be on board. You can't even admit the problem.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's a pretty simple solution personally, and it's just because the goal that I've been, you know, just yeah, sure, yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to start an argument. Can you guys understand why that answer would annoy me?
Well, James is just coming from that angle as he ain't, in his eyes, done nothing wrong.
But
But you just need to, this is the thing, right? Whether he has or not, you can agree to just align on the same goal. It's not a hard thing to agree on. We all have the same goals anyway.
Yeah, we just need the gang do well. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, let's go home.
I'm not going home because it don't sound like a let's go home.
Bro, can you please just... Like, bro, come on. You know deep down, yeah, you've been trying to uninclude me as much as you can. And you're lying to...
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
now
what?
the cards are getting put on the table.
Come
This is
on,
what we need.
James.
Honesty from
Like,
both sides.
bro.
How so? How so? In the slightest?
Bro, every time you do money runs, you call everyone else before me.
Because you're not awake. I do money runs at about
Bro,
12 o'clock in the morning.
It was 4 p.m. the other day. I walked into the money run house and there was 6 of you standing there.
Because we had a group and we'd been doing them for
No,
hours.
no, that's untrue. I was there from...
It's
bro,
not untrue.
I was there with all the pushers when they left, bro.
I'm not even arguing with you because you're not just going to stand here and say lies. It's just not the case.
I'll be real. I think you're looking into that way too deep, Matt. I don't think James is trying to cut you out of shit.
I think he just
I
would
think
never
because
admit it in front of you two.
I think because you see him in a bad light, it might make you think that. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But you just need to drop any prior judgment.
I
and
try
not
to,
see
bro.
it as
I'm
that.
trying to, but it's just...
I mean, do
his
you have
answers
anything
are-
else that you want to say?
Well, it's just your answers. You don't seem on board at all, bro.
I'm on board with making the gang as good as it can be. If you're on board with that, then we're aligned.
Bro.
Do you have anything? You clearly had that like pent up as fuck. Like you sounded like you fucking exploded almost. Like, do you have
'cause
anything
it's
else?
just you're lying, bro, and it's frustrating.
I'm not.
And you two, I know you're texting each other. Just say it.
Actually, I've just texted Cammy saying I miss her so much. But okay.
That's pretty hot.
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking on Twitter, but you pop off.
Oh, Bible. Don't lie.
Need a buff. Anyway, look, listen. Like I said, last ditch attempt. So if it doesn't work this time, it's not going to be no conversation. Like,
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's fine by me.
he ain't trying to cut you out of shit. I beg you, man, just allow it.
Bro, even his tone, like, bro,
Good.
you can tell by his tone, bro, he doesn't mean it in slightest, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm on board, bro. I said it a minute ago, bro. It's, me being completely honest and being transparent, I don't feel like James means what he's saying. It's the tone.
But what more can he do than say
Exactly,
yeah?
exactly. So it's one of those. It will be
What
a
do you want from him? He's
I
not
want
gonna
to see
fucking
it.
start sucking you off. He said, yeah. Now you just gotta go and do both of your thing and make sure that is what's happening.
Okay, let's get out of
Has
here
it not got a
then.
notebook I can have?
So what's changed? Absolutely nothing. It was the most pointless conversation. Matt didn't actually do anything wrong. Matt's self-destructive. James still isn't on board, and it's very blatant by his tone he's not on board, and nothing's going to change.